So
Okay,
we're gonna have gOrynich against Terra.
Yes.
As we talked in the opening, I would have said like 2-3 years ago, gOrynich definitely, a favorite in this group. But now, I haven't actually seen him play as much. He did make quick work of Seriosity, but Seriosity, a newcomer to the league. So I would definitely still say that Terra has got the upper hand, at least on paper, in this particular match. We're going to be playing on Gladiator as well, just like we did in the opening game. And we're gonna have to see wait and see what happens. The Goliath build that's been quite popular, quite prevalent in Korea in recent times, popularized by mainly Flash and Sharp. We'll see if that's going to be used by Terra, or if he prefers to just go for bio, like straight up bio, maybe SK Terran into Battle Cruiser, maybe SK Terran into a mech switch. I mean, it's going to depend on the spawns a little bit as well, I suppose. Because you kind of need to adjust your playstyle depending on where your opponent spawns. The rush distances are different if you spawn horizontally or diagonally. There's various factors that you need to take into account when preparing for an opponent. But yeah, definitely a difficulty that you have to contend with is the fact that your natural here is on high ground and your main is on the low ground. So, maybe that favors a little bit of aggression in the early game. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe gOrynich chooses to go for a cheeky, quick line pull speed, something along those lines. Try and contain his opponent in the main base for a little bit.
Well, actually, we don't have to wait and see, because we can just go see it right now. By getting into the game, we've got our winners match ready. The winner of this game will advance out of Group A and be the first player to advance on. Well, the 5th player to advance on to the round of 16, because obviously we have our pre-qualified players there as well. So let's get into it. Okay, sick. We're in it. Game number 3 of the day. This is our winners match. The winner will advance on to the round of 16. In the upper left-hand corner of the map, Gladiator is our purple Terran player. It's TerrOr. Your turn, Ziggy.
And his opponent in the bottom right of the same map, as you would expect. The white Zerg, hailing from Russia, Alexander Davidov, aka gOrynich.
Damn, nice.
You gotta up your intro game, man.
I like to have consistent intros over the long run. I'm playing the long game, right? So yeah, you're right.
I'm just making up for my lack of casting skills.
Okay. No,
I'm just being as loud as possible.
If you want epic intros, Ziggy is the place to go. He's got you covered.
We've got an 8 racks.
Yeah, that's a great thing to point out. We do have that forward barracks in production. No, it's very important because obviously this is going to have to be the little drone that could, right? Where is my man going? Or my drone? Where are you going?
Yeah, so, the spawns are a little bit unfortunate here for Terra. He was hoping for a close spawn, either vertically or horizontally, but unfortunately for him, we've got those diagonal spawns. And gOrynich is going for a, 12 hatch here?
Yeah, I believe that is the build. See when he decides to drop that down. And there we go. Boom goes the dynamite. A little bit late on the 12 hatch, but it's still 12 hatch. So I like the build. I think it relies on a lot of confidence that you are able to hold that against like super cheesy rushes, which will just happen. But I think there's this mindset that players get into when they realize, hey, I'm not playing on ladder. I'm playing a guy, like a real person.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you play against on ladder, like a player that has practice builds and isn't just going to do some of the dumbest, stupidest cheese you've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely. But even if you meet a player on ladder, you don't necessarily have as much time to prepare. Like, you've only just met them. You've got a couple of seconds to get ready for a match and come up with a strategy. But here, if you've known for a couple of weeks that you're going to be playing against these particular players, you've got plenty of time to come up with some strategies that you want to be playing on every single map, every single scenario, every single spawn. And I guarantee you that some of these players do just that, prepare specific strategies for specific spawns and specific maps.
Yeah. Well, here we go. The drones were pulled after scouting the 8 racks, and obviously that is going to be a lot of lost mining time, but you don't lose the game, so, you know, worth. Now, chasing with drones is always a little bit rough, because if you overdo it, then obviously you are going to take a lot of damage and a lot of lost mining time. Now, already one drone has gone down. That's okay if you can kill off the rest of the Marines. If you can't, then you're just kind of a little bit left out to dry. He's killed off 2 Marines now, and he has pretty healthy drones, so he's also damaged the SCV quite a bit. And this is all to buy time for these first 6 Lings. He's already got them out, and the Lings should be enough to hold on here. Yeah, this push has been held successfully. gOrynich survives, and he only loses 1 drone.
Yeah, the question is if he's actually managed to confirm the timing of the gas of his opponent. If not, you know, he might be off on his sunken timing. But let's hope that's not the case. Now, gOrynich is still scouting around, looking if there's maybe any proxies, any units hidden maybe. He hasn't actually gone straight towards his opponent's base. The first vulture is out, and we're going to have to wait and see when gOrynich actually chooses to put down a sunken, because it's not up yet. And the vulture is making its way across the map. There we go. There's the creep colony. We're going to have to wait and see if that sunken is up in time. Now, does TerrOr actually have enough to defend here? Because I can only see two Marines,
no, he does
a single
not.
vulture. I mean, if the micro and the vulture is good, then yeah, absolutely.
It does look like that's good, but he certainly can't save those.
He's not microing.
No, he lost the vulture. What?
He gets the vulture into the main base on the other side of the map, so that's good as well.
Wow. Okay, well, yeah, the vulture in the main base is bad. The Zerglings in the main base are bad. Both players just going to take so much damage here. And I guarantee you he's not going to lose this other vulture to drones, that's for sure. So he's trying to build a sunken in the main. That's how desperate he is here. Chasing the vulture, but honestly, I think you just run to the natural where the sunken is. Oh, man, this is just tragedy. And he can't even trap the vulture against the wall. This is great vulture control by TerrOr after subsequently terrible vulture control, losing that. And on the other side, he's losing so many SCVs. Oh my god, TerrOr has almost no SCVs mining.
Yeah, all the time he was microing that single vulture, he was losing SCVs in the main base. And there was one vulture that was just AFK on the right side of the map. Because I was looking at that and was just hoping, TerrOr, please look back at your base. Do something, mate, because those SCVs are done for. And unfortunately, TerrOr actually goes down to, 6 SCVs here, whilst his opponent is on 7. Let me count. Doing math is difficult. 7, 12. He's got like 15, 16 drones. So his economy is, it's definitely better than 6.
I mean, hey, there's a Wraith out, so this is going to either force some lost mining time, kill off some Overlords. Like, that's going to be decently annoying. I mean, there's not going to be Hydras for, I don't know, 10 seconds, something like that. So he's going to get a full scout, and yeah, his economy is totally, terrible. But I mean, he's ahead in other ways. He just has to, like, do something with that. And obviously, now that Hydras are out, this Wraith has to leave.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the situation he was looking for. He was hoping that his opponent would be slightly further back in terms of tech, because as you're pointing out, if that Hydra Den was any later than it was, he could have actually found a little bit more damage there. But as it is,
for sure.
His economy is in tatters. He doesn't have a command center in the natural. That's going to hurt in the long run. That's really going to hurt.
Yeah,
and
so first he has to get up some vultures so that he can survive against, like, Ling follow-ups, maybe lay mines so that he can hold on against Hydras, if that's the way you want to do it. But how does he get a CC? That's just so difficult.
Yeah, the one thing that he's got going for him is the fact that he's got that vulture that's confirming his opponent's tech choices, that he can just go across the map and confirm that, okay, it's not a Hydra bust that's going to get me. I've got a little bit more time before mutas pop out. I can get ready for those, right? But instead of, he doesn't have to blindly prepare for every single thing that can kill him, but instead, just confirm what your opponent's doing and prepare for the one build that they're actually going for. Because there's plenty of follow-ups that gOrynich could have chosen in this particular situation. It looks like he's going to be going into mutas there with a second extractor and the lair just about to finish. Yeah,
lair is just now. So that'll pop. And was that scouted? I think no. Did he see the lair? He might know the timing from just seeing it with the Wraith, but I don't think he waited for it to finish. He knows it's on the way, so realistically, it's out there. The Spire is coming up, and this is like a kind of a scary time to be TerrOr, because he's like he's so vulnerable. He has to get this natural up, and so that's why he's laying all of his mines at home. Whereas I guess otherwise you might see these vultures like further out on the map, trying to put exercise map control.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got a couple of units scouting out here. He's got those vultures moving towards potential third bases here on the map for gOrynich. But yeah, the minerals are definitely going to be a problem here. So TerrOr is actually going to have to go for bioplay here, adding another barracks in his main base. He still doesn't have an eBay on the way. The Spire is dangerously close to being finished, 200 HP off that timing. So we're definitely going to need to see some static defense here for the Terran player. Like he doesn't have stim, he doesn't have marines, like he doesn't have anything to defend against mutalisks. But he's covered for hydralisks. He's covered for hydralisks, at least. Yeah, just as you pointed out.
Yeah, unless you just like snipe every mine, you're probably not gonna just like want to walk through there. And there's a bunker up and everything. But yeah, as soon as these hydras hit, or the mutas hit, I literally just said the wrong unit name. As soon as the mutas hit, it's like what is that famous Faust video? It's like when the gummy bears hit. Oh, it's so fun. It's so funny. It's like
I
the
don't even
funniest.
know what you're referring to.
You just I don't know. Just Google that. It'll get you where you need to go.
Will do.
This is gonna be when the mutas hit, and it's gonna be almost as funny.
He's just lost his rate in the natural.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, at least he gets the scout, but you know, probably not quite the scout he was looking for.
But he didn't see the mutas, so I'm not sure.
Oh wow, so he didn't get the scout. Wow, that's fantastic. For gOrynich.
It's safe to assume that the mutas are out. I mean, or at least coming. Now he knows for sure. But it was the timing that would have been crucial. Like, his eBay is only halfway done. He doesn't have any turrets on the way. I'm not sure he actually has stim. He's got 4 marines. There's his 5th one. There's like 8 mutalisks, 7 mutalisks heading towards his main base against 5 marines. Dare to guess who wins that fight?
I'm gonna let you take this one.
I'm gonna say the marines then.
Hey, wow. Okay, well.
Oh, he's actually got stim, but yeah.
Oh, he's got stim. Oh no, not the feared 4 marine stim. Damn. Actually, he's taking quite a bit of damage on these mutas. Like, turret's gonna get up.
I was trying to hype it up, like you told me. You know, no one plays a perfect game.
Okay, all right. That was pretty good. But surprisingly to me, these mutas are not ending the game. I kind of thought there's okay, so he's trying to micro down this turret. He gets it, and that means you can't mine from your natural anymore.
Yeah, it's really difficult to push those mutas back from the natural because of that ridge. I don't know what you want to call it, that wall they can hide behind with the mutalisks.
Would you say that ridge is heartbreaking?
No, not quite. No, it's not that level.
Not quite. But look at this. These mutas. Oh, they're just so disgusting. Oh, how can you like go to sleep at night after you do this to a Terran player? It's just like, oh. Honestly, I think he should just like sit there and abuse that position for a long time. But he's smart and he's trying to macro back at home, so I respect it.
Yeah, well, you're ahead. What you do is you get further ahead, as what a certain man once said. So, I mean, all gOrynich needs to do is contain the Terran player on those 2 bases. He just needs to keep forcing out those turrets, and eventually TerrOr is just going to run out of money, basically. He's going to have insufficient units to move across the map, and just going to get crushed by the regular Zerg army on the ground, as opposed to just the mutalisks that are now dealing a little bit of damage here and there. It all piles up over time. Every turret here, every single marine, it all adds up. And at some point, there's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, one single turret at one point is going to be too much for TerrOr to handle.
Yeah, the Terran camel. Yeah, is the Terran camel a 1-hump or a 2-hump camel?
It's a 3-hump.
Oh, that's the rarest camel of them all. If you get 4 humps on your camel, it's like a 4-hump clover, and it's just like the luckiest thing in the world. But like, yeah, the Terran player is certainly in the danger zone. He's actually about to lose a turret from it burning down.
Is he in a Kenny Rogers danger zone? Is he in a Top Gun danger zone?
No, he's not that one, because that danger zone has a highway leading to it. There's no highway.
Right, yeah. Obviously.
This is just the danger zone.
This is just the danger zones with the pizza wedges.
Yeah, that's or Star Destroyers, or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, actually, I am very impressed with TerrOr, able to just barely get these turrets up in the nick of time. He actually has to kill one of his own turrets for the Marine because it delays his gas mining by quite a bit. Also his mineral mining. So stupid SCVs, why you mining that way?
Stupid turrets.
Yeah, exactly.
Turrets should
get out of here. Because you're not just killing the turret. There's a guy in there. He died.
Oh God, no.
You're
right. There's a guy there.
Yeah, he exploded. Yeah, this is not a merciful Terran army.
Well, from what I hear, Terrans aren't actually the nicest people.
Oh, of course not. Like fire bats are convicts that are locked, or they're arsonists that are locked into their suits.
That's crazy. That's a dark game. Jesus Christ.
That's pretty good.
This is dark.
It certainly is. The map is a little bit dark for TerrOr because he has no vision out there except for one spider mine. So he's going to move into a scary world outside of his base. And honestly, this is a 5-base Zerg player. So like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. 5th base, of course, on the way, coming up. This is a very, I guess, a push you have to respect, but it's the only push you have to respect because TerrOr doesn't have anything else. Yeah,
this is going to be make or break here for the Peruvian player. He's going to try and find a little bit of damage, but honestly, there's 4 lurkers that are going to delay this push for ages. There's a Defiler out as well. There's Nidus canals everywhere. I just don't see TerrOr ever breaking gOrynich here. He's got 1 tank. He's got a single science vessel. I'm not even sure he actually has Irradiate. And even if he does, then, I mean, so what? There's 5 lurkers and a Defiler that's just got Irradiate here.
Yeah, he does have a Radiate, but the Defiler will be able to cast a Dark Storm that, even though it's not actually going to allow gOrynich to fight, it just zones TerrOr at this point. And if TerrOr can't get any damage done, like, I mean, 2-base TerrOr and, like, never stop, don't stop believing. That was the reference I was trying to go for. That's right.
I'm sorry, I got carried away. I'm sorry.
Stick to casting, my man.
Will do. Will do.
Just like Twitch chat, stick to chatting. We are all gonna play to our strengths here, right? gOrynich is gonna play to the strength of his 5 bases, insane tech and economy, Ultra Den on the way. So I would say that out of all of our strengths, probably gOrynich is the strongest.
Yeah, even the drop into the main base got absolutely smashed by a single lurker there. How do you break the Zerg player here? You need to have at least as many science vessels as there are Defilers, or at least as many Irradiators as there are Defilers, and only then can you actually think of breaking lurkers. Man. He just loses his final,
Yeah, he double scourged both of the science vessels. Perfect swarm on the tanks. Oh! gOrynich.
Yeah, there's no way back into this game for the Terror player. Absolutely. He walks into another bunch of lurkers on the left side.
Oh,
that must have
that might just be it. That is.
Guess what? There's more where that came from. There's 3 more waiting up on that ramp, or at the top of that ramp. So riddle me this: who wins?
Okay.
3 lurkers or 5 Marines?
I'm gonna go with the lurkers there, unless you're boxer and you split your Marines around the spines.
Yeah, but not upper ramp. I suppose not upper ramp. Even boxer wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, so I mean that does it.
So that's it. Yep.
Yeah,
GG. So gOrynich is our first player to advance on to the round of 16. Congratulations to my man gOrynich. He will advance on and be the first player there. I guess let me think about it. You might have predicted that gOrynich would make it there. He's a very, very strong player. I think he's basically just been in every round of 16 of BSL ever. I'd have to go back and check those stats, but he's certainly a mainstay of the round of 16. He's every season. I like to imagine that he sends an email to Zero. He's like, "Come on, like can I just be in the round of 16? Like, why do I have to play here?" Because he
actually failed to get to the round of 16 in season 4. But he made up for that in the previous season where he made to the round of 8. So he's definitely looking to repeat that result, get out of first place in his round of 24 group. Yeah. Really brilliantly done. And, kind of unexpectedly, because we both expected a Terran player to top this group, right? You expected Naoken, I expected TerrOr. And this is, a pleasant surprise to see a European player, European Zerg, actually get out in first place as the first player in the BSL. I mean,
yeah, so congratulations to gOrynich. He